to tell you to leave if you aren't wearing a mask, and those who fail to refuse service to customers who don't wear masks can face fines or even lose their business license. But there is concern about losing customers over this new mask requirement.
Put us in a position to police this rule or directive, and I think it's a tough spot they put us in.
I don't think we should be wandering around without a mask on. This is what's keeping us safe.
In addition to the mandatory mask rule for restaurants in counties where they're in phase 3, they can no longer have service at bars or counters.
Tonight, new data shows us racial disparities when it comes to coronavirus cases in Washington. The New York Times cites numbers collected by the CDC, which are startling in King County. The infection rate among Hispanics is 3 times higher than in white people.
You can only hear my laugh.
Black people is twice as high. Now, in Stanton County, where there is a sizable volume of the Hispanic infection rate is 6.5 times higher than in white people. In Yakima County, where the rate is 5 times higher. Governor YeEtInG has Yakima the same virus. Yesterday, it reported 650 cases.
More than half the country is now dealing with a surge
Just
of
wait for it.
cases. There's also growing concerns after a holiday weekend that drew crowds to the lakes coast
Oh my
to coast. Many coronavirus hotspots are nearly running out of hospital beds.
Monitors taking a look at our numbers told us about a week ago that we were on a trajectory that was going to have our hospitals overwhelmed in what is now probably 10 days to 2 weeks.
And now there's renewed calls for a national measure to require face mask use in public. Senior Trump administration officials say the White House will soon unveil a new message on the pandemic and urging the nation to live with the virus and also downplaying its severity.
Stayed on his Facebook page. It came just after a man drove into a group of protesters along I-5 early Saturday morning, killing one and seriously injuring another.
No. No! No!
Yeah, Greg,
wait.
Detective Mike Brown has more than 40 years of experience.
Why you bullying me?
And has spent many of those years as part of the executive protection team for King County Executive. But tonight, he is at home on paid leave while the Sheriff's Office investigates posts that are hard to read. And I encourage anyone with direct connections to these incidents to be mindful of possible triggers and be careful as they watch this story. County Sheriff's Office is investigating one of their own after several insensitive Facebook posts went viral over the weekend. Sheriff Mitzi Johankin says she was alerted to the post allegedly made by Mike Brown on Sunday night.
The employee was immediately placed on administrative leave and all police powers have been suspended.
There are at least 3 posts in question. One, being posted on the account of Mike Brown, and all lives splatter, featured exploded off the road, which is hours after 2 protesters were hit on I-5 early Saturday morning. That same account then posted, "I see a couple people got infected with COVID-19 from the hood of a car on I-5 last night." The third is a derogatory comment of Cal Anderson Park being named after Lorenzo Anderson, the 19-year-old killed last month.
I want to be clear. The members of our community are committed to serving everyone equally with dignity and respect.
Sheriff Johankin wouldn't comment on her reaction to the post, saying she wanted to maintain the integrity of the investigation.
The bottom line on this is that, this is a matter of public concern and, affected our operations, and so we're going to investigate it.
She added they'll also look into who replied and reacted to the comments as well.
Other Sheriff's Office employees who may have participated via reactions or comments on the post will also be investigated.
He's got 40 years on it. It's a significant amount of time. He's got a significant amount of interactions with other people. So what can you do to help reassure the public that this is just Mr. Brown and not King County Sheriff's Office?
I had the opportunity before to express what good work a lot of the members of the King County Sheriff's Office do.
More than $7 million in annual payroll would be charged a percentage based on how many people they employ with salaries of at least $150,000. Companies that have billion-dollar payrolls would pay an even bigger share for high-wage workers. The council's estimate is that it would raise at least $86 million by next year for
Lag, me 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 lag. Laggy, 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 laggy.
Development. As Mosqueda.
research
Yay!
into the social safety net harmed by decades of underfunding in housing, health services, support for our most vulnerable community members.
Still waiting to hear from Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin's office on this, but the Downtown Seattle Association has
This
already
is what
released
happens when
a
I
statement
lag.
this afternoon, reading in part, job taxes are counterproductive to job creation and have a history in Seattle of being enacted and later repealed. This tax
Courtney of violating his duties when he said on social media he would not enforce the governor's stay-at-home order. The Snohomish County Sheriff's Office says scammers just hang up. The facility has 2 new COVID-19. No arrests yet after a mob left damage this weekend in downtown Olympia. Police say a group smashed windows, tagged businesses with graffiti, and lit off fireworks around 10 Saturday night.
We saw one of the whales come up, feet in front of the ferry, and pretty sure we observed a strike.
Coming up, a humpback possibly hit by a ferry. Why warnings may have been too late.
Why you bring closure to the families as quickly as possible.
Also, what we know about the victims of the fatal plane crash at Lake Court Lake. And despite no official fireworks shows, cleanup crews have collected tons of trash in parts of Puget Sound. We'll be right back.
I'm a father. Son next to me.
I'm heartbroken.
Accident can be overwhelming, but dealing with the Max Power Law can help you and your family recover from the unexpected by taking the burden to get your life back on track. Every second counts. Don't delay. 844 Call Max today.
We're Harborstone, a credit union for my part-time National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
New tonight, Washington State Ferry says it's trying to determine if one of its ships struck a humpback whale near Mukilteo today. The ferry system initially denied there was a collision, but then photos and video surfaced showing an injured and disoriented humpback. Here's land.
He's having an issue. Oh no.
Video shot from a whale-watching ship shows a juvenile humpback struggling moments after it was apparently struck by a Washington State ferry.
It was within 10 feet. It was looked directly in front of the ferry within 10 feet.
Christopher Hankey is captain of the Puget Sound Express Saratoga, the whale-watching ship. He says he earlier spotted a pair of humpbacks near the ferry dock in Mukilteo. He picked up his radio and alerted nearby ferries, which acknowledged the alert, but it may have been too late.
We saw one of the whales come up, feet in front of the ferry. I'm pretty sure we observed a strike.
Washington State Ferry says a whale surfaced right in front of the ferry Tokate, and there was no time to stop. The ferry system says it's working with NOAA and reviewing photos and video to determine if the ship struck the whale. Hankey says the is disoriented. This photo, shot from on board the Saratoga, shows a gash in its flesh.
They were traveling, they stopped. One animal was circling around the one that had gotten, we think, hit. We only saw one animal continue on, and we never saw the second animal again after that.
The whale watching company tells me it's been a very active summer out on the water, and they say anyone who's out there who sees a whale should be sure to give it plenty of space. In Edmonds, Ted Lamp, King 5 News.
Recovery efforts continue on Idaho's Lake Coeur d'Alene after a deadly midair collision between 2 planes yesterday. Tonight we know 4 people are confirmed dead. An eyewitness out on the lake watched it happen.
You were waving your hand because I couldn't get a word, couldn't explain what I was seeing, and then I finally yelled out, "Look!" And
recovery teams have already pulled 3 bodies from the water and have located more remains, but have yet to recover them. The wreckages are nearly 130 feet deep. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office confirmed a father and his 3 children were passengers on a seaplane, one of the seaplanes. Family confirmed their identities with Amanda Roll.
What?
The Fredrickson family visited Lake Coeur d'Alene last weekend from their home in Oregon. This photo of Father Sean Fredrickson with his son and 2 stepchildren was taken just before they flew over the lake with Brooks Seaplane, a company stationed at the Independence Point dock. His wife April told me that while her family was taken too soon in an unimaginable way, she takes solace in the fact that they were doing what they love on an adventure. She asks people to keep her family in their prayers and do not
2019 and 2020 models. 0 for 84 on the 2019 F-150, America's best-selling truck. The Ford 4th of July sales event. It's back, it's bigger, and it's better. So get a Ford today. It all ends soon, so hurry into your local Ford dealer.
Get your life back.
Lose weight to save big.
Call 3010 Weight Loss for Life.
John has lost 110 pounds.
Jim lost 85 pounds.
Tim, 165 pounds gone.
20 pounds or one dress size in your first month.
And right now, save $180 on one of 3010's 6 months.
You do good. And when you do good, we all are better for it. At Swedish, we believe in doing health for good.
Motorcycle riders love the open road. And Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because you take the long haul, the credit can last your whole policy. Helping riders focus on the road ahead. HealthLink on King 5 is proudly sponsored by Swedish.
It was a violent holiday weekend across the country. Shootings claimed dozens of lives, including those of young children.
Ron Allen is in New York, one of the cities experiencing a serious surge in gun violence these days, and has the story.
A holiday weekend full of bloodshed and tears across the country. Dozens of victims, including innocent children. Atlanta 8-year-old Sequoia Turner shot and killed while riding in the car with her mother. Police say for still unknown reasons, gunmen opened fire. Say Black Lives Matter. You killed your home. Tonight, Georgia's governor declaring a state of emergency, activating up to 1,000 National Guard troops after weeks of vandalism and now gun violence.
You can't blame this on a police officer. You can't say that this is justice reform. This is about carrying some weapons and shot up a car with a 8-year-old baby in the car.
Farmers are up in the nation emerges from months of stay-at-home order, struggling with economic misery, and falling deeper in the police. New York's every weekend follows an alarming spike. Police say
contagious this virus is, and we've taken all of the precautions that we wear masks, we're very thoughtful about washing our hands. I have no idea when to wear it.
Says she feels fine. She says she and her family have, again, taken all those precautions, wearing the face mask, washing hands, just having the idea when she contracted it. The mayor says she will remain at home for the next 2 months.
Human remains found in Texas have been identified as those of Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen. Investigators used DNA to identify Guillen.
There are no words that convey the sense of loss for families, for friends, and their fellow soldiers that I feel for this tremendous.
Car drivers also spoke out today saying they don't need an apology for Wallace.
Today, a white New York City woman was charged with false reporting after calling 911 on a black man in Central Park. This video went viral. Took video of
Yeah, man. What? What are you reading?
her dog, since they're required to be unleashed in that part of the park. She claims it was a story and called police, and she later apologized, but now faces criminal charges.
7 black men from Southwest Washington have been charged for a party with black fans on the Oregon coast this past weekend. Lincoln City police say the suspects blasted racist music and threw firecrackers for the families, eventually returned to their hotel. They were charged with
Yeah, he
disorderly
have
conduct.
another girlfriend that's right left your aunt.
The
Now
Lincoln
your
City
aunt
Police
left.
Chief explained why the suspects are locked
She,
up.
she behind your aunt.
Now is the COVID restrictions that have been created.
Well, I didn't know that she was
jails
pregnant.
and prisons.
No,
Citing
you know,
class C felony,
I thought I had
jail
mom.
currently is only
And he cheats
considering
behind your aunt back.
Oh,
Oh, then you done eating? Are you still eating?
Still eating.
Okay, eat.
Washington State was at the center
Oh,
of
you're
the
the strap.
ruling today about the
Why?
Electoral College. Steve Bunin explains why today's unanimous ruling could have a big impact on November's presidential election.
yeah, it's never reached to say that the
Okay.
College was at stake today, but for those who want to see
Then you done? Can you go upstairs get
today was a significant judicial
a
vote.
bag,
So this goes back to
toilet
the
paper,
2016 presidential election when a handful
garbage?
of delegates in multiple states did not
In the
vote for
bathroom?
Hillary Clinton,
In the bathroom,
even
yeah.
though she won the
Okay.
popular vote
I'll take
in
the
that state.
stuff out.
And they went to court, claiming it was not
Ranch?
constitutional to force them to vote a certain way. Alan Chris Daniels interviewed one of those men before the case was heard.
What this is about is standing up for what the founding fathers.
But for the 32 states that do, including Washington, electors now have no choice. If they don't want to be punished, they have to fall and vote
They have to
in
ask
line.
money.
Stephen and the King 5 Newsroom, back to you.
Thank you, Steve. And we are hearing from Secretary of State Kim Wyman in response. Quote, I am pleased to see that the U.S. Supreme Court upheld our rule to ensure the popular vote of the people is represented in the electoral votes cast. The primary election is just around the corner. Today, the Thurston County Auditor's Office said they will start mailing voter pamphlets this Wednesday for the August 4th election. The ballots will be mailed on July 15th.
Coming up, this bird was trying to get to something to eat when it ran into a bit of trouble.
Volunteers are willing to give families $1,000 for the next 3 months. I'm going to explain in Your Money, Your Future.
And look out at the waterfront tonight. Craig Herrera's going to be back with a look at your forecast and how much sun is left this week. Stay with us.
The truth is, there's been a callous disregard for the health of workers. They were lied to, mistreated. People have had enough of that. For the first time in 30 years, there is an absolute legal obligation to keep workers safe. That had never happened before. I'm Susanna Frame, and I stand for truth.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. And that figure one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited.
Not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is. And I did this to my father. We were at home. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is totally words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I can feel it just lifting my skin. It was
$18.95 price. It's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation can be a great day for burning eyes. Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes. Zygra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
That is it. Zygra.
It can provide lasting relief. Zygra is the only treatment for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. One drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Zygra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Zygra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xydra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xydra. Not today, dry eye.
Many are pleas for help or connections to resources as this pandemic continues. Holly says, I am a single mother of 2 boys that receive 0 child support. I have yet to receive any